Hello, kids. Today I am going to tell you a story about the mouse and the cat. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house, lived a group of mice. They were happy and busy, living in their small holes behind the walls and nibbling on crumbs left by the humans. But there was one big problem: the cat. The cat was a fierce hunter. It spent its days quietly prowling around the house, looking for mice to catch. With sharp claws and quick paws, the cat was a perfect hunter. The mice were always on edge, hiding in fear whenever the cat came close. They had to be very clever and quick to avoid being caught. One day, the oldest and wisest mouse called a meeting of all the mice in the house. "We must do something about the cat," the wise mouse said. "It is too clever, and we are too afraid. We need a plan to protect ourselves." The mice gathered around and began to discuss ideas. One mouse suggested that they run faster, but everyone knew that the cat was much quicker. Another suggested they hide in even smaller holes, but they had no more hiding spots left. The mice grew silent, realizing that none of their ideas would work. Then, a young and clever mouse spoke up. "I have an idea," it said, standing tall. "What if we put a bell around the cat's neck? That way, we would hear it coming, and we could hide before it gets too close." The mice looked at each other, impressed by the clever idea. "A bell. That's a brilliant plan," they all agreed. "But how will we get the bell on the cat?" asked another mouse, worried. "The cat is so fast and smart. How could we ever get close enough?" The wise old mouse nodded thoughtfully. "That's true. The cat is no ordinary hunter. We would have to be very brave and very careful." After a moment of silence, the young mouse spoke again. "I think I have an answer to that too. We could all work together. One of us could distract the cat, while another sneaks up behind it to put the bell around its neck." The mice liked this idea even more, but one by one, they all started to hesitate. "But I'm too scared to go near the cat," said one mouse. "What if it catches me? I'm too small. The cat will spot me right away," said another. The wise old mouse looked around at the frightened faces and sighed. "We have a good idea, but no one seems brave enough to try it. It seems like the problem is not the bell, but who will be the one to actually put it on the cat?" The mice fell silent again, all too scared to take the risk. The wise old mouse looked at them and said, "It is easy to come up with ideas, but it is much harder to put them into action. We can't expect to be safe unless one of us is willing to take a chance." The young, clever mouse looked around at the other mice, and then back at the wise old mouse. "I'll do it," it said softly. "I will be the one to put the bell on the cat." The wise old mouse smiled gently. "You are brave, little one. But remember, it's not enough to have a good plan. You must also have courage and the will to act." So, the young mouse gathered its courage and waited for the perfect moment. It watched the cat as it dozed in a sunny spot, and with great stealth, it crawled up to the sleeping cat. The mouse carefully tied the bell around the cat's neck, making sure it was snug, but not too tight. The young mouse quickly scampered back to the safety of its hole, heart pounding. It had done it. The bell was now around the cat's neck. From now on, the mice would hear the cat coming from a mile away. The next day, when the cat tried to sneak up on the mice, they heard the soft jingling of the bell long before it was anywhere near. The mice quickly hid, and the cat, confused and frustrated, couldn't catch a single one. It was no longer the stealthy hunter it once was. From that day on, the mice lived without fear of the cat, and they all celebrated the clever and brave mouse who had saved them. And although the cat never quite understood why it had a bell around its neck, it eventually gave up trying to catch the mice. It learned that sometimes, even the best hunters can be outsmarted by cleverness and courage. So kids, that's all for today. If you like our story, please press the bell icon. See you next time with another story.